There's a feeling in my soul, can't defeat it. I lose control on your marks. Get set, are you ready to go? Give me meaning when I'm low, when I'm bleeding. You push me on your marks. Get set.
Today we're getting up a little bit late. It's alright, it's a Saturday, it's about 20 degrees outside, so we're gonna let it warm up a bit. We're heading out to Woodland Park. It's supposed to hit about 60, nice and sunny, super sick trails awaiting. I cannot wait. But first, we gotta get ready in the right sort of way. Let's do this.
There's fire in our love, yeah. There's fire in our love.
Good morning, everybody. Got the bomber with us today. Get ready to head out. It's a long hollow trail. Little Deccan Mountain Road. Got the 450. We got the 140. Little bomber bike. Thing is sick. Alright, everybody. I know normally we're talking about being healthy, but today this is going down. Hi. Could I get one of the strawberry shortcakes and one plain glazed? Those look good. Nothing like starting off your day right. Pounds of sugar. Oh, so good. Can't resist. Well, we were heading to Rampart, but it turned out it's going to be about 50 degrees and cloudy, so...
And by cloudy, this is what we're looking at. We're actually in the clouds right now, and this weather is pretty shitty.
Literally in the clouds. So, we decided to go to 717 instead and head out to Woodland Park. Supposedly, sun is coming out there and it's gonna get up to 60 degrees, so
we're gonna chase that sunshine.
Chase the sunshine.
Just another another sunny day in Southern California. It's where the people came to play. Don't let them transform you. Come and see what you've been missing on a little slice of heaven. It's the only place we're living. It's that West Coast point of view. Easy when it's always summertime fun. You and I get free attitude. Who cares what the people think? It's been turning kinda gray in Southern California, but I'm allergic to the rain. What happened to euphoria? Don't worry about it, don't worry about a damn thing. I'm too excited, dark liquor with the palm trees. It's all or nothing, ooh, it's all or nothing. Ignore the signs and socialize. Come and see what you've been missing on a little slice of heaven. It's the only place we're living. It's that West Coast point of view. Easy when it's always summertime fun. You and I get free attitude. Who cares what the people think? 'Cause it's that West Coast point of view. Easy when it's always summertime fun. You and I get free attitude. Who cares what the people think?
Have you heard of the Hayman Burn, honey?
I sure have.
She has heard of the Hayman Burn. Do you know how it was started?
I don't.
She doesn't know. So, it's been 18 years since the Hayman Fire. And the Hayman Fire was 138,000 acres. And until this year, was the biggest fire in Colorado. What does the Hayman Burn, a love letter, and baby pine trees all have to do with each other? I'll tell you what. The baby pine trees, they're all there because they've had 18 years to sprout since an absolutely apocalyptic fire. I mean, this thing ravaged Colorado. Up until this time, it was the biggest fire in Colorado. So, the love letter. There was a lady named Terry Barton. Now, this was back in 2002. Terry Barton claims that the way that the Hayman Burn fire started was that her estranged husband had written her a letter, you know, kind of implicating the breakup of their relationship. Now, this was during a stage 2 or stage 3 fire ban. It was a statewide fire ban. She got this letter, supposedly went out and burned it, and started the Hayman Burn fire. Now, that's what she told authorities. Here's where it gets a little bit iffy. She was looking at having to be relocated out of state because of the lack of fires and the lack of work. So, that's one story. She did have a couple children in the state of Colorado, looking at being relocated. Maybe she starts this fire to keep herself working. That's one story. The other story is that she started the fire so she could put it out to be a hometown hero. Who knows? What she told authorities was that the fire started because of her estranged love letter from her husband. So we will never really know what happened. Bottom line is she got sentenced to 18 years in prison, 6 years in federal prison, and 12 years in a state prison. Now, here's where the story takes another turn. She appealed the case, and it was appealed. The reason, the judge that gave her the 18 years, he actually had a property and he had to be evacuated because of the fire. So that case was thrown out and she got a new judge. She was sentenced to 15 years probation.
What?
15 years probation.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. So the fire amounted to $100 million in damages. There was also 6 deaths from this fire. So this lady caused 6 people to die, directly and indirectly. That's the way it goes. 1 person died from an asthma attack, and then 5 firemen actually lost their lives. Now, not in the blaze itself, but on the way to the blaze, they died in a car accident. So, indirectly, your actions can have just monumental consequences. So, pay attention to fire bans. I know everyone goes through emotional things, and I don't know what this girl was going through, but she's been sentenced to 15 years probation as of 2018. She was resentenced to another 15 years of probation. So that's like 25, 30 years of probation for $100 million worth of damage and 6 deaths and on and onwards. So the bottom line is you got to pay attention to those fire bans. You really, really do.
And if you get a shitty letter, get a shredder.
Yeah, paper shred that stuff.
Hello.
I mean, or, you know, put it in your barbecue in the backyard with a Bic. Ashes bring life to a desolate waste as the nitrogen trapped for hundreds of years in the trunks of ancient pine trees is released as nutrients in the soil. A biodiverse reaction occurs and the cycle of life spreads anew. Deers frolic, rabbits hop, birds sing, all timidly unaware of the meteoric events that brought these lands to their current state. to these places, leaving your trash on the side of the road. Not cool, man. Put that shit in recycle. Find your beach. Just don't leave it here. Thank you for joining us here at the Singletrack Report for a presentation of the 717 Trail. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more content like this, hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps out this channel and I appreciate it. The 717 Trail is one of the best intermediate riding areas near to Denver that you will find. The soft flowy trails are great for every ability level and offer many challenges for those willing to look for them. For difficulty, I'll give this place a 3 to 4, since most of the trails are mellow 2-track quad and jeep trails that meander easily through meadows, deserts, and wooded areas. There can be washouts and a few steep spots to watch out for, but the lack of any rocky terrain makes this a beginner's paradise. For flow, I would have to give the 717 Trail about an 8. It really doesn't get much smoother than this, and with the bank turns and loop sections, you could easily imagine you're riding on a motocross track. When it comes to scenery, this place is pretty unreal. The spanning vistas of the Hayman Burn area are spectacular, and there are perfect views of Pikes Peak visible when traveling south along Rural Ridge. For scenery, I'll give this a 7. Lastly, I would like to add one final category: traffic. For traffic, I will rate the 717 Trail as a 10. You really have to watch out for yourself and your family out here. The abundance of side-by-sides and other motorists make it extremely hazardous to ride here on the weekends. Stay on your toes, ride in front of your children and wife, and never shoot blind corners. We had 3 close calls while we were out here shooting in just 2 days. Thanks again for joining us here on the Singletrack Report. Remember to respect those woods and never ride without proper gear. Families who play together, stay together.